Well, tonight, the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, they're going to be handing out their highest honor to films and filmmakers. So who's going to take home the Oscar gold, and will people be watching in this era of streaming? Here to break it all down for us is Lucas Shaw. He is Managing Editor, Media and Entertainment at Bloomberg News, also the author of the Screen Time newsletter. Lucas, thanks for joining us. Before we get into the nominations, I want to kind of set the scene with the show itself. I mean, it seems like, audiences have been dropping off or moving from broadcast TV and streaming to strictly streaming in 2029. And then you have, a time of layoffs, geopolitical tension. But at the same time, you have Oscar betting prediction size at an all-time high. So all that said, will more people be watching? Where are they watching it? And what does it mean for the future of the show?
Well, big picture, the audience for the Oscars has gone down considerably from its peak. You look at the number of people who watched it in the late 1990s, early 2000s. I believe that the year that Titanic won was the high water mark. It used to have north of 30, 40 million people who'd watch it. Now it's closer to about 20 million. I think that being said, the Oscars is still one of the most watched broadcasts. Basically, it's after football on all of television. It always ranks among the 50, 100 most watched telecasts on TV any given year. It's suffered some in relevance because it used to be one of the only places people could kind of see all the celebrities in one place. Now you can follow all these people on social media. Movies used to be more important and central to culture than they used to be. But I think the audience for this year's show will probably be pretty good. You've got the two contenders, One Battle After Another and Sinners, are both very popular movies, or at least reasonably popular movies. You've got a lot of big names, young talent, Timothy Chalamet, Michael B. Jordan. But the long-term trajectory has obviously been down, which is one of the reasons why they did a deal with YouTube to try to kind of bring in some fresh blood.
All right, let's get into the movies themselves. So this year, 6 movies secured more than half of all nominations. Now, that's with a bigger picture list. That's also with a new category in there. So why are fewer movies competing?
I tried to answer this because I wrote about this for my newsletter a little bit ago. The best answer I could come up with is the major studios are making fewer movies that are, your classic Oscar movies, your dramas, basically. Adult dramas used to be one of the 3 or 4 biggest genres in movies. It's slipped down. They've all defaulted to making fewer movies, and those movies that they do make tend to be bigger action adventure type movies that can travel globally. And so when studios do make a movie like One Battle After Another, everyone gets behind it. I also think there's probably a little bit of groupthink now. We sort of just anoint a couple of movies the movies of Oscar season, and then all the voters just nominate that movie in every category.
All right, so let's get to the nominations. We'll start with Best Picture, 10 in this one. Okay, so we have Sinners, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Train Dreams, Sentimental Value, The Secret Agent, Bugonia, and F1. Okay, so from that list, who do you think is going to win, or maybe who you think should win?
Well, One Battle After Another is the runaway favorite. It's won just about every major award. It didn't win Best Cast at the SAG Awards. Sinners won that, but it won the Producers Award, the Directors Award. It's won all the Critics Awards. And so I think that is seen as the heavy favorite, and if it lost, people would be very surprised. Sinners is the only movie that people think has a real shot at an upset. It has the most nominations of any movie in Oscar history. It was a widely popular movie. The director of it, Ryan Coogler, is well regarded. The star of it, Michael B. Jordan, is someone people really like. So I still think One Battle wins, but I wouldn't be surprised if Sinners did. What should is entirely subjective. I tend to think that the Oscar should go to the movie that people will really remember and talk about 5-10 years down the line. And I think there's a movie of these nominees that is kind of most significant. It's probably Sinners. And on a personal level, I would probably pick Sinners or Marty Supreme over One Battle, but who cares what I think?
We all do, Lucas. All right, let's get to Best Actor. Okay, so Timothy Chalamet, Marty Supreme, Leonardo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, Wagner Moura, The Secret Agent. Who is going to take it home?
This has become a really big talking point or question the last couple of weeks. For most of the season, Timothée Chalamet looked like the runaway favorite. He was winning all the prizes, giving all the speeches. He'd run a really kind of smart campaign to not just go for awards, but to promote the movie, which became a pretty big hit for a period piece about a ping pong player. Michael B. Jordan has gained a lot of momentum over the last couple of weeks and is now seen by many as the favorite. And so it's likely a toss-up between those two with, I guess Leo DiCaprio or Wagner Moura as like real dark horses. But it's going to come down to Timmy and Michael B.
All right, let's quickly get to Best Actress. So we have Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson, Song Sung Blue, Renata Reinseva for Sentimental Value, Emma Stone, Begonia. So who is your pick for Best Actress?
This is seen as probably the biggest slam dunk of all the nominees. Jessie Buckley has won everything, is going to win this, and this is one where I'm not a gambler, but if you wanted to bet money, this would be the one to bet money on. You just might not get a lot back when you win.
All right. And a lot of people are betting money on this. Thank you, Lucas Shaw, so much. If you too want to be in the know for the latest in entertainment news, sign up for his Screen Time newsletter. All you have to do is go to Bloomberg.com/newsletters.